Ciao a tutti amici di GameSurf, sede italiana di Electronic Arts, per provare uno dei titoli sicuramente più attesi della prossima Next Gen, ovvero FIFA 14. Siamo in compagnia di Nick Ceno che ci racconterà un po' insomma di quello che è il progetto legato alla FIFA di nuova generazione, quindi introduciamolo insomma. Hi.
Hi.
First of all, can you introduce yourself to our users?
Yeah, so my name's Nick Channon. I'm the producer on FIFA 14 for the next generation of consoles.
So, FIFA 14, a huge success on this generation, but there are a lot of things you put into the next gen version of the game. Can you tell something about?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, as you mentioned, the first thing was for this generation, as we go into the transition for new consoles, was we wanted to make sure that all the major features that you've seen on FIFA 14 on Xbox 360 and PS3 come across. So all the major innovations you saw this year in career mode, the new co-op seasons, in FIFA Ultimate Team, all of those and all the gameplay things are there, and as well as the three key pillars that we have, if you like, we're creating through the new Ignite engine. So they're human intelligence, true player motion, and living worlds. So those really allow us to take both our gameplay and presentation to a completely new level. So within human intelligence, we're now able to create a level of intelligence to the players that we've just never been able to do before. So they're much more, they sort of think in a more human-like way. So we're doing like 4 times this sort of processing to make, so they now have full awareness and anticipation of things. So previously, when you see the sort of impact between players using the player impact engine, it would look great. But until now, those players didn't really have an awareness of what was about to happen. So now they can sort of brace for impact. They can try and avoid a limb that's coming out. And what we're finding is that sort of one-on-one interactions between players just feel so natural and good. And now I can actually use my body. If the ball's over here and we're trying to battle to get the ball, I can use my body to come in the way, to use body position to win back the ball. On top of that, we've got the true player motion, hundreds of new animation variety, but in passing, shooting, heading, which makes a huge difference to the way the game looks and feels. There's new behaviors in there of coverage, like you can now sort of take the ball and turn in 180 degrees in all one motion, which we've never had that kind of coverage before. In-air play, we can now have multiple players going up for the ball, whereas previously only limited to 2. And then finally, what we call living worlds is where the game really comes to life. It's about amazing new 3D crowds. We've never had that kind of level of detail in our crowd before. They really become part of telling the story, the emotion, the feeling of the game. We've also got a brand new presentation system. It's all driven by the AI, which is what we call our in-game flow. So you're never taken out of the moment. We've got the in-game director, which is completely changing all the replay cameras. So they're all authentic to broadcast. We've also got replays of cool skill moves, of different things that are going on in the game. And last, if not, and really important as well, we've got a completely new default camera that you play the game from. It's a little bit lower, you see the crowd, it makes a lot more atmosphere. So we're really, really happy. Lots of new visual features as well to make the game go to another level on Xbox One and PS4.
Perfect. But so we can say that you use a different approach with this new generation for the developing of the game, or we have the same FIFA with a lot of new things, especially for the in-pitch features.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a different approach. Ultimately, we're always trying to create the most authentic football experience that we can. It's got to be authentic to the sport. It's got to be as fun as we can make it, that great balance between the two. What the new consoles are allowing us to do is we've got more processing power, more memory. It just allows us to do the things that maybe we just couldn't do before. Like we say in air play, multiple players going up for headers. We had some limitations before, and they're kind of, the sort of shackles been released to allow us to do even more. So, fundamentally, the fundamentals of FIFA will still be there. That will always be very important in everything that we do, but we can now do so much more with the power of the new machines.
Perfect. And about the online game, there will be difference between the 2 versions of the game, or new features?
All the core features are there. So you've got seasons. You've got obviously FIFA Ultimate Team. You've got the new co-op seasons that we introduced this year on 360 and PS3, and then you've also got clubs as well. So all those features are there. And they're great features that people love the way online works on FIFA. So we're bringing those over as well.
But we saw also that there are a new engine that move the game.
Yeah.
Can you tell something more about the Ignite engine?
Yeah, so Ignite Engine is powering all the sports games this year, and this is sort of an engine that's been sort of years in development in the fact that it's kind of a suite of technologies that allows us to, do the great things that we're doing. It's different pieces of technology that we're sharing across the EA Sports label that's allowing us to create, and get to this position that we are in right now on the consoles, which is a great start. Previously, in previous transitions, we've struggled to get all the features in. Previously the game wasn't always as fully featured as the older version. We've got all of that and more this year, which is a lot of that is down to the power of the Ignite engine.
There will be some features for Kinect 2 or...
Yeah, so obviously you got the Kinect features in there in terms of you can actually now, you can change your tactics, you can do substitutions, all using the voice commands, which means you don't have to go into the menus to do that. You can do it through voice.
Perfect. So, thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
It's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Ciao a tutti, alla prossima.